Hello, my travel buddies. We are here in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. As you guys have probably already guessed, this is another solo trip. You know, that's just what we do. That's just how I roll. Here I am in my hotel, headed up to the 7th floor where I was staying. And of course, I have to give you guys the typical little room tour. I was very happy with the size of this room. It definitely was nice and large and able to accommodate me very, very well. I do recommend this hotel. I'm going to drop the name below because this hotel I felt was very safe. The staff was very kind, attentive, and helpful. They had a restaurant down below on the first floor, which just came in so handy. They had like a whole little snack rack. They had a Top Golf connected to it for entertainment. Like, this whole little shindig was just exactly what I needed. Didn't have to go too far for anything. There were shops right across the way. It was just really an awesome location. Here I am doing my bed bug check because I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but apparently there's this new type of bed bug in Paris that may be coming to America, and it can't be killed with like normal insecticides. So baby girl had to check and make sure there was no little critters. Anyway, right after that, we went to I went to Central Barbecue. It was so good, you guys. This is one of the, I guess, like most famous or like top rated barbecue places in Memphis, Tennessee. So of course I had to try it. It kind of to me gave like chain restaurant vibes, but the food was still like really good. And it was really cheap, y'all. I love me a bargain these days. But anyway, I got the pulled pork sandwich with barbecue sauce and coleslaw. That's just how they serve it. It wasn't extra or anything. And then for my side, I got the potato salad. The sandwich was everything and more, y'all. The potato salad had a bit too much of a mayonnaise-y taste for me. So, I mean, of course I ate it, but I don't love mayonnaise, y'all. So, I don't know whether it was the type of mayonnaise they use or whether it really was just a ton of mayonnaise. But I'm not a mayonnaise girl, so it was a little bit too much for me. However, it was, you know, seasoned well, and I guess for people that like mayonnaise, it would have been good. Here I am stuffing my face, y'all. I was not trying to be cute. I literally did not care about getting stuff all over my face because I was in Memphis. I had to try that barbecue, okay? Here I am putting some little like pepper sauce on it. Y'all, I love a good spice. It just makes everything nice. So I had to spice up my sandwich, and it did give it that extra kick, which was very delicious. But yeah, if you guys are ever in, I believe this is just in Tennessee in general. It might also be in Texas, but it's definitely in Memphis. So whenever you're back in Memphis or whenever you go to Memphis for the first time, I highly recommend you trying Central Barbecue. The barbecue was amazing. They have a pretty, I think, big menu, so you can try a few different things. Here I am headed down to good old Beale Street, y'all. So you guys, to me, this was like the equivalent of Bourbon Street in New Orleans, if you've ever been. It wasn't quite as, I guess, like poppin' or hectic, and it wasn't really as big, but it was similar to the vibe down there. If you know, you know. However, Beale Street is more of like a blues soul type of vibe. So it kind of takes you back in time. They have like all these little blues houses. They have a bunch of like really good southern down home restaurants, bars. There was like, I think maybe a few rooftops. There's a lot of spots where you can dance. Like, I just love the soul out here, okay? Look at them out there dancing. There was like a live band. And it was a black band, by the way. And they had like the young boys, I guess like their grandsons out there that they were teaching. So it was just, I loved it. Very, very country. Very southern hospitality, okay? I was loving it. But anyway, I ended up going into this bar in particular and watching this lady sing. Y'all, she had a voice on her, and she was singing all of the oldies straight from the bottom of her soul. I truly enjoyed it. I could have watched her all night. But yeah, here's like some of the pictures and like footage inside of that bar. It really, like, Memphis has so much history. Like, this, does this not look like you went back in time? Like a whole blues whole band. I love it. You're not going to find that anywhere else in the US, y'all. And this is why I travel, because places are so different from city to city and state to state. And it's like, bruh, you gotta experience it all. You gotta take it in, because what you're used to in your hometown is not what you gonna see when you travel elsewhere. By the way, you guys, I know I'm like halfway through the vlog, but I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're new here, I am doing voiceovers for now and maybe forever, because YouTube keeps striking my stuff when I add music. So sorry if you hate my voice, so sorry if you hate voiceovers, but that's just how it's gonna be until I can figure out why YouTube hates me. Yeah. Anyway, these were the young boys that were like trying to restring their guitar. I went to this little area and I was trying to catch this band, but y'all, I ended up catching my Uber back home. I was tired. Anyway, now we are at the famous Lorraine Motel. Do you guys know your history? Do you know what took place here? On April 4th, which is my birthday, in, don't quote me on the year. Y'all gotta look it up. This little research project, look it up. But anyway, outside of room 306 here at the Lorraine Motel, on April 4th of some certain year, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was unfortunately assassinated. So they have made this hotel, or this motel, into, like, I guess a historic site. You can't go in and explore, so it's not technically a museum, but connected to it there is the Civil Rights Museum. Oh, look, it was in 1968. I was going to say 1965, so I was close, but I would have been wrong. Anyway, so this is the National Civil Rights Museum, you guys. This museum was amazing. Let me tell you how much I loved it. So I have been to quite a few like Black history based museums. There's one in DC, there was one in Atlanta, I believe there was one in like Kentucky that I went to, but I found that this museum in particular had a lot of history that's not normally talked about or tapped into. So I really picked up some gems. I was reading all of the little like side notes. Y'all, it's amazing. You got to check it out. After the museum, I checked out this spot called Sage. It was downtown Memphis. You know, cute little aesthetically pleasing spot. I was going to get brunch, but I didn't want to like go all out and pay $100 million. So I just decided to get these egg rolls. I think they were called like Bayou egg rolls with like crawfish and stuff. They were super good. And then I just captured footage of their bathroom, because this is not like a whole vibe. So cute. Anyway, then I headed on down to the infamous Makita's homemade butter cookies, where unfortunately the rapper Young Dolph was shot and passed away outside of, I believe, in 2021. So they still kind of have like the tribute up. People have left things out, spray painted, just really showing love for the amazing Adolf. These were his favorite cookies, y'all. So he was born in Chicago, but he grew up in Memphis, or like moved to Memphis. So he had a true strong connection for Memphis, and he repped the city to the fullest. And this was just his like hometown favorite spot. He used to stop by all the time, get his butter cookies, as you can see in the picture. His favorite cookie was the butter cookie. I decided to get one of those and a strawberry cookie, and you'll see later where I check it out. Now here I am at A&R Barbecue. So I met a girl at the Sage restaurant. She was like, girl, you got to go there and get the rib tips. So I got the rib tips, the okra, and the potato salad. Yes, that's potato salad. Even though it's very loose, it was very good. Highly recommend A&R Barbecue if you're ever in Memphis. Now here we are at Graceland. Do you guys know what Graceland is? Another history lesson. This is Elvis Presley's estate, you guys. Yes, this is the home of Elvis Presley. I was unfortunately unable to record, but I was able to capture many, many, many pictures. So you'll see I'm showing you some of the footage of some of the rooms. I did not include everything. Why? Because I need you to head on over to Instagram and check out my business page, Itinerary T, and you'll capture all of, well, not capture, you'll see all of the footage and pictures and reels over there. So go check it out. Once again, that is Itinerary T on Instagram and TikTok. Anyway, these are some of his many, many, many cars from his collection. Here's a diner. I mean, this place was humongous. You had the actual home, then you just have like the premises where you can see there's like gift shops, there's the car collection, there's restaurants, then there's a whole nother area where there's like the private jet. It was just a huge place, but it was amazing. Once again, so much history. I had no clue that Elvis Presley had such great taste. I mean, you can kind of tell by his outfits and stuff, but like his home decor was 10 out of 10. Here I am tasting the Makita's cookies. So check this out. Alright, seriously. Let me taste this butter cookie. It's good. Bussin'. Bussin'. Alrighty, you guys. So all I have to say is that this restaurant is going on my list of top 10 favorite restaurants throughout all of my travels from all the cities, states, and countries. This place is fire, okay? It's called The Beauty Shop, obviously in Memphis. You guys, it's 10 out of 10. You got to try it. What I loved about it the most is that this is the original layout of The Beauty Shop. So this was a beauty shop back in the day. These are the original seats, the original booths. As you can see, this is literally a hairdryer from The Beauty Shop. From what I understand, Priscilla Presley, who was Elvis Presley's most beautiful wife, used to come here to get her hair done. Like, she used to frequent this spot. But anyway, it's super, super unique and cool. Y'all know I love a good aesthetic. And the menu is fire, bro. Like, I love a good menu that doesn't have, like, basic average stuff on there. And I could tell by reading this menu, like, the combinations of food, spices, flavors. Whoever made this menu, their palate is A1 and they gets around the world, okay? So this was called Wings and Watermelon. I loved this whole idea. This was basically like sweet sweet chili wings topped with blue cheese crumble and cashews. Y'all, the flavor combo was so good. Then I ordered this rose martini. So good. I forget what that other martini was, but it was really flavorful as well. Y'all, the menu was so freaking unique and cool. I wanted to order like 10 billion other things. This is chai tea gelato. Stop it. Stop it, y'all. Like, when have you ever seen that anywhere else? Chai tea, my favorite tea, in gelato form. Y'all, it was too good. My server was amazing. It was just bomb, y'all. Like, I love this spot. I will recommend this to any and everyone of all ages. And when I come back to Memphis, baby, this is the first place I'm coming, okay? So bomb. Then I headed on over to, they call this the Pyramid. I believe at one point this was like a sports arena. Someone told me that like Mike Tyson lost his fight here, and then they thought that it was like haunted, or I don't know, something crazy. So they basically like stopped holding sports events there. But this is now America's largest Bass Pro shop. So y'all, I'm not really into the hunter-gatherer lifestyle. I'm not really into fishing and wildlife. I do love nature. I do love a good hike. But all that other stuff is not really me. However, I was very intrigued by this being the largest Bass Pro shop in the U.S., so I had to check it out, right? So I went on in, I caught the vibes. They literally have like live alligators and catfish and stuff swimming around in here. It's super cool. So even if you aren't into this vibe, I still recommend that you go check it out, because you might be able to find some gear. You might be able to find, I don't know, something for your friend, your man, whatever. They literally was selling like guns in here. Everything from, as you can see, like cowboy hats, alligator catching traps, boats, y'all, like everything. So it's definitely worth the trip. Then on top of this establishment, they have like an observation deck / rooftop. Now, I didn't go all the way up because you did have to pay a measly $8, nothing crazy. But the lady that worked there said that like the observation deck is like that. Like, it's like that, okay? And me personally, I don't like heights. Like, I can't even do roller coasters. So I was like, do I really want to pay money to go to an observation deck with a glass bottom, like glass flooring surrounded by glass, where I'm literally going to be shaking? I'll pass. But if you don't mind stuff like that, if you love yourself a good roller coaster, if you don't mind walking out a million feet up in the air and looking down through glass, then hey, check it out. I'm positive that you can get some really good footage and views, which is what I was going to go up for, but that ain't my style, y'all. Anyway, here's our friend Mr. Alligator or Crocodile. Don't beat me. I don't know which one, but he's just hanging out in his little barrier. So this is like a pretty fun place for an adult, but also a kid. There were a lot of kids in here because it's kind of like a shopping experience / like mini zoo. So yeah, you can definitely bring your kids in here as well. I don't know what these are. Maybe they're ATVs. Maybe there's some other like riding equipment. But yeah, y'all can see that there's literally a plethora of things, items, gear, apparel that you can buy from here. So I ended up buying me a little Bass Pro hat. It was literally $6. I kind of thought about getting one for my friends as well, but I don't know if they would have actually worn it. But I thought it was cute. It was like, you know, one of the cute little basic signature Bass Pro shops. Here are the catfish out here hanging out. They were huge. For a second, I actually thought that these were sharks, but then my logic switched on and I was like, girl, these are catfish. Calm down, okay? But yeah, they were pretty darn big. I mean, look at them. Woo! Want some catfish nuggets tonight? Then, of course, I had to capture some footage of these guns. And then, of course, the, what is this? Like the deer hunting little wildlife apparel. This just reminds me of those shows back in the day where they had like the Okie Noodlers and all the guys from Louisiana that would be out like in these uniforms catching ducks and alligators and all this other crazy stuff. So, yep. Once again, more guns, y'all. Y'all know they hunt a lot and do a lot of this fishing and wildlife stuff down in Tennessee, or really anywhere in the South, definitely Louisiana as well. So here's all the gear. Here's the boats, you guys. I thought the boats were pretty cool. I actually really like boats, but I feel like they can become a liability after a while. But I grew up on the water as well, so I love a good boat. I love a good boat day, and I love being on the water. They also had like this mini aquarium type of thing with like just a few fish in there. So like I said, it's pretty awesome for your kids. They had this cool bear you could take a picture with. Anyway, now we are over here at Moneybag Yo's restaurant. It is called Cache 42. So I'm not sure how new this restaurant was, but I was surprised at how underpopulated it was. I definitely thought that there would have been a lot more people in there just because it's Moneybag Yo's restaurant in Memphis. Now, I did just miss the brunch crowd, so maybe that's why it was pretty chill. It was like 4:30 on a Sunday. But yeah, vibes were cool nonetheless. The waitress was really friendly and nice. That's one thing I can say about Memphis. Everyone is like really, really kind and mannerly. Like I said, that's that Southern hospitality. But yeah, these are the looks of it. And then I ended up just getting a drink because I had just ate. So I got the Waukesha, okay? So y'all, if you know Moneybag, y'all know that he has a song called Waukesha. And I just had to get the drink. So this is the Waukesha. It comes in a double styrofoam cup. And it has this cute little flower and, of course, the dry ice bubbling up. Really enjoyed it. It was super, super strong, though. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.